Hi YouTube! Are you playing Genshin Impact like me? Are you voice acting for Hoyoverse like me? Are you playing Noelle as your main like me? Are you pulling Gilonin like me? Well, if you are, then you must be here. Racial engendered, hi! 1 second, y'all. 1 second, y'all. We got something to do real quick. Just to start off the stream, I want to see just how far... Oh, I was going to say, I want to see just how far we can push Zilonin. But I was going to do a little, you know, pull at the beginning, but I'm too lazy to do all that. What constellation is Miss Girl? Okay. So Zilonin is baby right now. I'm going to try to focus story, but we just got to look at Gilonin real quick. Can we get her to level 40? Maybe we can work on that after we do some story today, right? Wait a minute. Yeah, we need to work on that later. I don't want to get caught up doing all that. Twins! I've already done her trial. I did get Mother. Okay, let's just do some story. Let's just do some story. We got to finish the story up. I feel like we can finish it today. I don't know how long it is, but I assume I feel like it's almost done, right? Yes, they did get her. A Delta dash give it to me straight video might happen at some point. Maddie has a studio in LA now. What's give it to me straight? That sounds familiar. Hi, Rai. Hi, Hunty. Act 3 is really long. Oh, okay. Then we might not finish it today. Oh, well. That's fine. We're in no rush, really. But we do need to get some story prog today. And then maybe towards the end of the stream, we can get some stuff done for Gilonin. Maddie Morphosis. Oh, okay. Y'all know me. Is Maddie Morphosis from Drag Race? Y'all know that I haven't caught up. Shiny! Hi, LGBT. Thank you for 6 months, Shiny. Oh, I know Maddie. Oh, Maddie and Delta might actually be an amazing show. No, because I saw Maddie do like an interview, I think with Trixie or Katya. Her humor's really funny. Yeah, she's pretty funny. Very deadpan. That'll be interesting. Thank you, Rai. So we're voice acting today. For anybody who doesn't know, we are voice acting today. For any characters that are currently on strike. Please remember, if you do not like my performance,
please don't let this be a
that's
trap.
not my problem, it's Hoyoverse's problem. Anytime that you feel any way about my performance, go ahead and send Hoyoverse an email with a clip of my stream and say, look at what's happening to your game. Do you agree with this?
What was that?
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
Hi, grandson.
It's you. You shouldn't pop up from behind people like that. What are you, a ghost?
I'm terribly sorry. It's just a force of habit.
Ugh. And what's with you apologizing all the time? You sound so polite and honest, but you're actually doing shady stuff behind people's backs.
You're right. Granny tells me that too. Huh. Come to think of it, you remind me of her. Sometimes you two sound really similar, you know.
Well, you did call me your grandma.
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Well, I could.
What do you want, grandson? Wait, Fawn, you look today's... Oh, is it Ororon if he slayed?
Over to you.
Excellent. The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about your character.
Hiya, Capitano.
Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. Rather than facing you as an enemy, I would much prefer to bring you to my side.
I don't know what I'm gonna be for Halloween. I have a lot of big life things going on, and I'm not really I've been like getting rid of a lot of stuff, and I don't want to get any new costume pieces until some things are settled. And I've just been like kind of saving my money. So if I do anything for Halloween, it'll probably just be like makeup related. I don't know. I've been drawing like things and like blood and stuff. That's kind of as far as I intend to go this year.
If we allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash. And that's a scenario that I'd very much like to avoid.
Well, what are you planning, El Capitano?
I've long heard of your exploits across the nations. Though you have crossed swords with my colleagues many times, I know that you are by no means an unreasonable person.
So isn't it the theory that El Capitano is actually from
And
Natlan?
once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Mavuika would never willingly share with you, you may just find it in your heart to consider my proposal.
I assume you've already been informed of the Pyro Archon's plan. In order to defeat the Abyss and save Natlan, she still needs 2 more heroes to appear.
Yes, 2 more heroes to go into the night place and to bang everything up.
Wait, how did you know that? Never mind. Guess that's not important now.
Yeah, Josu, I'm not gonna rush the story. If it's a longer one, I'm just gonna take my time with it. And I think honestly, the way that we sort of approach the story in this community, I'm not a creator that people expect to like finish out. Like I do more about just dilly-dallying, as you said. We dilly-dally around here, so.
I've long kept a close eye on her plan. To be frank, it's an exceedingly risky plan. Will the heroes really appear? And even if they come to her, will their power be enough to drive the Abyss back? If any part of the plan goes awry, all of
Is this an
Natlan,
Ororon cosplay? No,
even
it's
all
not,
to
but we
that,
can say it
will
is.
pay
That'll
for
make
her
it seem like it's
mistakes.
intentional.
Now, you may have been led to believe that this is the only plan available to her. But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along? The details of which she has chosen to keep hidden from you.
Well, spill, El Capitano.
An emergency plan?
Spill.
Yes. A way to keep Natlan intact, even if her original plan fails. But given the painful cost of its execution, she has chosen to keep it as a mere backup plan. Whether this stems from hesitation, fear, or even naivete, I cannot say. But Natlan cannot afford to wait until she comes to her senses. My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute the backup plan, and all of Natlan will be lost to the Abyss. We have to make the decision for her, here and now.
El Capitano, that's just speculation. How can I make a decision for her when you have been my enemy this whole time?
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch of scary stuff isn't enough, you know.
Yeah, don't think that deep, handsome voice is gonna manipulate me.
Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa plan?
Wait, by seizing the Gnosis and making the decision for her, could he mean that the Gnosis has something to do with the backup plan?
I knew you'd be clever enough to see. That's right. I did not seek the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa. Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, my desire to save Natlan remains unchanged, and now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis. We can implement it immediately if we reach an agreement.
Someone's here.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
Something is rapidly approaching. Oh no.
It's a Pokemon battle.
Something! Bad news, chump! It's your granny!
Oh my god, here we go. Hi, Citlali. We're back in it. Hi.
Citlali! When did you get here?
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. I must say, I'm very curious about what you're up to. How dare you go behind our backs like this, Ororon? Colluding with the Fatui?
Ooh, I was
Really?
wondering if she saw all that.
Oh, here we go again. Cat got your tongue, huh? You really think you can avoid a scolding just by staying quiet?
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Oh, and now you're talking back. Well, go on
Ooh.
then. Explain yourself. What the heck are you up to?
I'm sorry, Granny. I feel so guilty.
You! That's it! Where are my tools? I swear if I don't teach you a lesson right here
She
and now,
like literally goes in on him.
Wait, Citlali! Please calm down. We, still learned a lot of info, didn't we? Like the fact that the captain isn't trying to seize the Gnosis anymore. So maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
Yeah, Citlali, I'm gonna be real. The first time it was kind of funny, but now it's starting to get a little bit concerning because like you really do like hit him and yell at him like uncontrollably. Like sometimes I wonder if you're ever going to stop.
Listen well, Ororon. You're only getting out of this now because of the Traveler's plea. This isn't over. You hear me?
It's getting weird, Citlali.
You're right, Traveler. Let's go. We can discuss this more back in the city. You two keep an eye on Ororon for me, okay?
Our conversation with El Capitano was interrupted by the most verbally abusive moment. Why is he smiling about it? Okay.
I'll catch up.
How many people were scared?
Hi, Compy.
Me too. I was really, really scared.
In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much
Thank you,
grief.
Joshua.
Do you seriously not see what's at stake here? You've got a head on your shoulders, Ororon. Use it! Why did you help the captain? And I want the truth this time. No answer? Think you're being smart? Then let me ask a different question. What does the captain want? What is his purpose in Natlan? Really? You're just going to stonewall me?
Looks like Ororon has no intention of answering her.
Just use your brain for a second. What do you possibly stand to gain by helping the captain? Only endless trouble awaits you and everyone in the tribe. You've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're worried about something, just talk to me. Granny would much rather we had a conversation instead of constantly clashing like this.
This is okay. So I am really interested though where El Capitano is coming from, because I mean, if there is a secret plan, then I don't know everything, and it does seem like Mavuika has ulterior motives and doesn't fully trust me as like an in-person.
Why is he staring at us all of a sudden?
I'm sorry that you had
Asian
to hear all
grandparent
this.
vibes, for real. It's fine, Ororon. It really isn't my issue, and like honestly, professionals say that like when you see sort of domestic situations like this, it really isn't your responsibility to sort of like intervene head on. I will say it is definitely a little bit awkward.
Indeed. It's like going to visit a friend at his house, only to suddenly hear your friend berating a naughty Saurian.
Well, that's an oddly specific analogy. Wait, did one of your friends really do that?
Yes. And every time my friend scolded his Saurians, they would look at me the same way you're looking at me now. Helpless and embarrassed.
Wait, but you're the one getting your head chewed off. Stop making this about us!
Indeed, you've got a point. Then please just hang in there for a little while longer. Granny should be done with her scolding session soon.
So she does this often.
You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me? You...
Sorry, Granny.
Sorry, Granny. Sorry, Granny. You know what? Fine. I'm perfectly aware that everything I say goes in one ear and out the other. You're all grown up now, so why would you listen to an old hag like me?
She is losing it.
You say all the right things, but then you go and completely ignore me. Well, if that's how you're going to treat me, you can stop sending Aoife over to my place to deliver your stupid vegetables! I don't need anything from you!
Bro.
Who's Aoife? A delivery person?
That's irrelevant. The point is, he hangs out with this kid, so he must be no good. You kids get to a certain age and suddenly act like you know it all. There's nothing I can say to get through to you. Ororon, if you're still thinking about that so-called duty, then please, just forget about it. The ley lines did not fall to this state because of you. And we've long closed the book on that incident.
Seems they've started talking about some kind of tribal history. I'm starting to get lost.
That's not it, Granny.
There's something off about that voice.
I know you tend to get down on yourself when you're upset, but I can tell I really hurt you this time. All I can say is I'm sorry.
His voice. Ororon! Where have you gone?
Huh?
It sounds like he's somewhere super far away, but isn't he right here in front of us?
Y'all, okay, Paimon, I think that because he's like magical, he's still going through something like kind of traumatic, and he's like sort of dissociating in a magical way.
I'm really sorry. It's up to all of us to do everything we can to save Natlan. So I've got to go.
Whoa.
Get back here this instant! Ororon! What is this? Powder from plant spores? Is that the trick he used?
Citlali, you know they say when you yell at your kids like this, when they get older, they just stop talking to you completely. You know, so I think that just happened, babe.
What just happened? How was he able to suddenly get so far away like that?
It's pretty easy, you just move out.
It's a trick of his. If you
Hi,
grind
Pixie.
spores into a powder and spray it in the air, it can be manipulated to create an illusion. He pulled it off flawlessly. He must have put a lot of time into perfecting it. Don't tell me that's how he's been hunting in the fields these days. Oh, couldn't he have picked up something more useful? Little brat. That's it. The next time we meet, I'm definitely going to break his legs.
Citlali, after hearing that, I don't think you'll ever meet him again, girl. It's okay. If your kid makes you that angry all the time, I think your grandson heard you loud and clear. I think I don't know if you saw, but he literally just ran away from you. So, love you though, girl. But, whew, we just saw some colors today, didn't we?
Whoa, that's a little extreme.
Mm-hmm.
But still, why does he feel like he needs to run from us? If his goal is also to protect Natlan, then can't we work together?
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier.
Hi, Xylo.
But even if you'd been able to hear them out, there's no guarantee you would have gained anything substantial. Ororon probably did everything he could to get away because he knew I'd get the truth out of him sooner or later. Oh, that brat. I swear.
The El Capitano probably has some sort of substantial plan. Otherwise, Ororon would have no reason to following him. It's also possible that El Capitano is using this sort of bombastic and kind of toxic relationship between Citlali and Ororon to manipulate Ororon in his weakness, to give him like an emotional anchor to use as a tool in a scheme for the Fatui. Meeting again is out of the cards for now, so it might be faster just to approach the Pyro Archon and confirm what El Capitano said, and also, I can tell that Ororon's stubbornness has hurt Citlali deeply. I need to find a way to comfort her. Citlali, what was all that about Ororon's duty earlier?
We've got quite a long walk back to the city. Let's take our time. It'll give me a moment to figure out how to explain all this.
And Citlali, don't worry. I won't tell Mio about this. I will say, though, I am concerned about PR. Like, if you ever get hot-headed in the middle of, like, an interview or any sort of public-facing space, this would be a big, big issue for the skincare thing that we've been working on with you. But let's just continue, right? So... Crash outs by Mio. Ofan, will you pull for Gilonin? You mean the cheetah girl? That was an easy pull, honey. Roscoro, thank you. I wonder, I have to find something else to play next week. I haven't even thought about that. I was just a little girl, my mama used to tuck me in so bad, and she'd read me a story. It was always about a princess in distress and how a guy would save her, ending up with the glory. I love the Cheetah Girls. So glad the Cheetah Girls are in Genshin Impact.
Do you two have some time? Feeling hungry? How about we get something to eat?
Sure.
All right, it's been a while since we last ate. Now that we can relax, Paimon just realized how hungry she is.
Then let's go. We can find somewhere to sit down and talk. Food and drinks are on me.
Oh, we got the bill.
Really? You're not gonna take her offer?
Did you just see how she was yelling at her family member? Imagine if we mix money into this relationship, Paimon. I'm sorry, but I'm a Capricorn. I think a little bit further ahead than just my stomach, babe.
That's right. Citlali has gotten a lot quieter since Ororon ran away. She's right. We're seasoned adventurers, so we're more than capable of paying our own bill.
Hey, come on now. You won't even let me take you out for some food and drinks? I just wanted to treat you to a meal.
She's already getting mad. Oh, girl.
Are you sure? We can save you some more.
Mora is the least of my concerns. Besides, we're definitely due a meal after all the time we've spent together. Let me get this one. I might be an old hag, but I like to think I'm not completely useless.
Okay, Citlali, but don't start yelling at me later when I do something that makes you mad and you'll be like, I can't believe that I had to pay for your meal.
Sure, that's fine with us, but Paimon doesn't want you to be sad, Citlali.
It's scary
Don't
when
worry.
you're sad, Citlali.
I'm sure a juicy grilled steak will work wonders.
I gotta stop singing that. It's gonna be stuck in my head forever. I wonder... Sometimes the maps, I know it's like on a different level, but sometimes it's confusing. Oh, right. There's like a whole restaurant area down here, isn't there? Yeah. Yeah, she keeps calling herself an old hag. I would love to know how like they refer to her in the different languages. Because in English, old hag has a very intense and demeaning like connotation.
What are you looking at?
Do you see two people standing by the door? They look like spitting images of each other. Are they twins?
Wait a minute.
But Paimon only sees one person
The
there.
Carson House squad? I'm glad you liked it, Josu.
Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind isn't as sharp as it used to be. Give me another bottle, boss!
Bye, Luna! Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope whatever your episode goes by super well, and thank you.
Do you think she's drunk?
Paimon, this girly pop is... She's a wild card, let's just say that.
There you go, miss. Oh my, it's not
Sit
every day
Lolly's
you get to see Granny Itzley here with some friends. Not to mention ones who've made a huge name for themselves recently.
Oh, so you've heard of us?
Of course I have. Aren't you the ones who saved Kachina and brought her back? No wonder you hit it off with Granny Citlali. She wouldn't spend time with just anybody, you know. I don't even remember the last time I saw her with a new friend.
Wait, so you call her Granny too?
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny. She's one of the most famous people at the Masters of the Night Wind. Most days, hardly anyone even dares
Yeah, her
talk
and
to her.
Venti would be crazy, girl.
Huh? Gossiping about me right in front of my face now, are you, Chonka?
Oh, please, Granny, I wouldn't dare. I'm just beyond happy to see you bring over some new friends. After all, any friends of our regulars are sure to be great customers too.
All right, that's enough. Go on now. I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you as well. There's no need to keep staring at me. I promise I'll keep my alcohol down until I leave.
Well then, you have my thanks.
They need to do a an Oktoberfest event in Mondstadt, and it's just Citlali and Venti as the main characters.
Citlali? Citlali!
Who's that? You got some gall calling me by my first name. Let me guess. You want to test your skills against Granny Eatsley, don't ya?
What is going on? She's literally having a breakdown today.
Are you still with us, Citlali? You're kinda talking to no one.
You chumps come around here, picking fights with me? Well, you know what happens next. You lose, and then run off home to tell everyone about how I'm this big scary bully. It's always the same story. You brats start it, I finish it, and then I end up with the reputation of being some kind of terrible monster among the shamans. I mean, come on. Monster? Me? Really? What did I do to deserve that?
She's like actually crashing out.
Granny Citlali, you're not a monster at all.
Exactly. And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Between meditation, advising the chief, and speaking with the Wyab, I actually have a pretty packed schedule, you know.
I mean, you definitely have a lot to be stressed about, Citlali.
Oh yeah. And I have to mentor all the new kids. Hey, new kid. Yeah, you.
What did I do?
Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? You see? I know my stuff. I'm a good teacher. You tell him.
What did I do?
That's more like it. About dang time someone showed me a little respect. Yeah, Granny's a hard worker, all right. You can always rely on old Granny.
Did she just fall asleep with her eyes open? Oh, jeez.
I have never seen a Genshin Impact character like this before.
Behind this pitch-black curtain, a chapter of hatred reveals itself. Behind the smoke, the lingering smoke.
Ah, she's meditating again.
Hi, Jessie.
She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks. Her mind's actually racing at this point. It's quite the opposite of sleep.
Is this another specialty of the Masters of the Nightwind?
No, I'd say it's an ability that's unique to Citlali herself. While she can easily pick up everyone else's skills and tricks, few have been able to master hers.
Warning, warning. Red, the color of danger, has now arisen within that pair of eyes. Huh?
What? Oh my god. Citlali, are you awake?
Traveler? Paimon?
What's wrong?
Oh no.
I'm gonna hurl.
Hang on, just keep it in.
Oh, phew. Okay, it's passed. That was a close one.
I'm worried. Paimon really thought you were about to barf all over the table just now.
How embarrassing. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. That's never happened before, I swear. I've never thrown up, not once.
We didn't ask about before.
Are you feeling okay? Wanna take a quick walk and get some fresh air?
There's so much that I want to
We
say.
have seen the best and worst
but-
of Citlali today.
Why not? Of course you can. Just say whatever's on your mind.
Please, Paimon. It's not as simple as you think.
1
We've
second,
only
I'm gonna turn
known
on
each
my
other
AC.
for a few days, right? What would you think of me if I were to start dumping all of my complaints on you after we've only just met?
Oh, only just met? Your complaints after we only just met?
Oh, Paimon gets it. You're hoping that we wouldn't think less of you no matter what you're about to say.
No, that wasn't my point at all. Seriously, don't you youngsters know anything about shame? I'm talking about shame.
Bring
I've
back
lived all these
shame.
years and still can't get rid of it. Surely you know the feeling too?
You're never supposed to function and go through life with shame. Shame is always going to be your biggest saboteur, Citlali. Come on now.
Actually, about that.
Huh? Tell me what?
Yeah, this is as good a time as any.
All right, Citlali. Listen carefully and try not to get too upset. At this point, you've crashed out so much that if you go any further, then everybody in this bar will be on my side. Because at this point, I'm kind of scared that you're going to start throwing punches. But just listen, and please understand that you cannot attack the messenger with your mouth or your fists. So basically, El Capitano had taken me via Ororon's powers to make me come down to the Night Kingdom, and I was really confused because I was like, what am I doing here? I saw El Capitano, I saw Ororon, I thought something was going on between them. I was like, this is not my business. I am an ally, but I don't really get down like that. One thing leads to another, and El Capitano actually told me that Mavuika might actually have another secret plan on top of the secret plan that we're working on. It's kind of making things a little bit suspicious because I'm kind of new around here, and I thought that I had the trust of Mavuika, but then El Capitano is up in my ear saying something else, so I'm a little bit confused. And Ororon's obviously really scared to tell you about this because, well, the drinking and the yelling and the punching, I'm not surprised.
So, you heard. You heard.
It's okay, Citlali. You had every right to complain about those things.
Hi, damsel.
I can't take it anymore! Why do these things happen to me?
Here she goes again.
Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble in my own head? That's too much. It's just like when you're rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to lock the door, and someone bursts in to deliver cabbages and sees the whole thing.
I'm afraid that's a unique experience, Citlali.
So that, happens to you a lot.
It happens to people in general, okay? Doesn't matter if you're 200 years old or 1,000 years old. Everyone rolls around in their pajamas sometimes. I was just picking something generic.
Are you okay? You seem a little bit dejected, Citlali.
Take a walk with me.
Hi,
I
Jess.
have things to share with you.
Looks like she's completely given up. Like those criminals who just confess everything and accept their fate.
We should follow her just to make sure she doesn't do anything stupid. I'm starting to wonder if we should start thinking about like an exclusive line of like liquor or whiskey like Beyonce did, Booze by Mio, because let's just say Citlali's one of those girls that could promote it. Damsel, that emoji. Does Mio provide therapy? We do have therapy by Mio. It's part of the package. You get it for free if you're a Mio girl. Citlali obviously is sort of sifting through some things. Underneath it all, I can tell that she's still a good person, but she's quite defensive. And,
Well, great
you know.
view, right? I love coming here by myself.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Yin Jin got eliminated. I actually deleted her off my account. Thank you for bringing us here.
You're making me want to cry.
Oh God. Okay.
Oh no. What do we do? Please don't cry.
I was an expression, okay? A figure of speech. I'm just... embarrassed. Here you are thanking me. Even after you helped me all this time. Let's just have a casual conversation. It's easiest that way.
Really? You don't seem like the kind of person who keeps things casual.
Paimon, shh.
Well, I guess I used to be more of a stickler for the rules. And you're right. I don't usually open up to the people of my tribe like this. I'm just an eccentric old hag to them. That story's been passed down so long. It might as well be true.
You're just a regular person.
The kids of my tribe would have a heart attack if they heard you say that. Granny Eatsley is a powerful figure. Be careful around her. That's what they'd say.
Oh, Citlali, you're kind of like Chapel Roan, right? It's like you're really famous, even though you're just kind of like a normal girl, and it's like all of these young kids are up in your DMs and tagging you and things and saying all this stuff and knocking on your door and bothering you, and you're like, girl, get out of my face. I get it now. I get it now. She's really famous. Like, Citlali's just like really famous. It's really hard. It's really hard to be that famous.
Well, you are powerful.
Citlali
Are they
Roan.
afraid of you?
Some are. Others are mad I
The
always come
rise
out
and
on
fall.
top.
The rise
A
and fall
few
of the
decades like
Night
that,
Warden. Or
And
whatever they
people
are.
stop knowing how to deal with you. What about you? Are you
We don't find you scary at all.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm mentally ill as well.
That's because you're not from my tribe. You don't know how many delusions of grandeur I've destroyed just by existing.
Girl. Hi, Beyonce's vocal cords.
I make people realize that no matter how hard they work, they'll never become a living legend like me.
Wow. Citlali, you are all over the place. I love this character.
Oh, not to brag or anything. Maybe it's hard to believe. Just pretend I never said anything.
We believe you. Shilonen has full faith in your abilities, and Ororon didn't seem scared of you. He thinks of you as his granny, right?
Yes, but Ororon's a special case.
Literally in the span of like 15 minutes, she was blackout drunk, screaming. She was hitting and yelling at her grandson. She almost cried. And now she's like, I'm like so amazing that every time I'm around people, they're reminded that they're like not as cool as me.
Mavuika already told you about her plan. And you've given so much help to Ororon
This
and
is
me.
Hoyo versus Miranda singing.
You deserve to learn the full truth.
She kind of sounds like Miranda Cosgrove.
Ororon's not like other people. As I mentioned, he was abandoned as a child.
Ariana Grande wrote her verse on Sympathy is a Knife about Citlali. He was abandoned as a child.
The
Okay.
reason being, his soul is incomplete. The Masters of the Nightwind view this as a bad omen, capable of bringing about illness and misfortune. No one knows who his parents were. He was just left on a rock in the wilderness. It's a miracle he wasn't devoured by some wild beast.
Was he still in those skinny jeans from PacSun in 2008 when you found him? Because I know that like everybody in your tribe apparently is like, they look really young but they're really old. They look older but they're really young. Did he come with those pants on? Because that is the real tragedy.
The Masters of the Nightwind believe they can see human souls. And in
Hi,
Ororon's
Tehran.
incomplete soul, they
Thank you,
saw
Jess,
a
for the 3
possibility
stream
for
streak.
Natlan. A possibility to turn Ororon into a vessel for lost souls. The ceremony would allow lost souls to gather within him. Ororon would then be sent to the Night Kingdom to return the souls to their rightful place, strengthening the ley lines and completing the ceremony.
Okay, let's look at this. Okay, no one knows who his parents were. He was just left on a rock in the wilderness. It's a miracle he wasn't devoured by some wild beast. That's when I started talking about PacSun. The Masters of the Night Wind believe they can see human souls, and in Ororon's fragmented soul, they saw a possibility for Natlan, a possibility to turn Ororon into a vessel for lost souls. Oh, the ceremony would allow lost souls to gather within him. Ororon would then be sent to the Night Kingdom to return the souls to the rightful... Oh, like a transporter.
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Sending a living person to the Night Kingdom.
Now you see the problem. When damage occurs to the Night Kingdom, the souls held within disperse and remain adrift, unable to find a way back to the ley lines. This loss of souls damages the Night Kingdom even further. The ceremony can send back countless souls at once, which would benefit the Night Kingdom and the souls themselves. Of course, the vessel, Ororon, would be sacrificed in the process. I wasn't surprised the chief at the time came up with the plan. The ley lines were already in a terrible state. A suitable candidate for the ceremony appears, and now you have the chance to make things better. Of course you're going to take it. When the chief asked for my opinion, I didn't give my approval, but I didn't object either. So they went ahead with the ceremony. It failed, and Ororon escaped with his life.
That's kind of scary.
Pathetic, isn't it? By not objecting, I basically gave them the go-ahead. Maybe they didn't have my explicit approval, but it's not like I did the right thing.
No, Jess, I haven't.
If the ceremony was successful, Ororon would probably be dead. Of course, in my tribe, death is rarely something to fear. But what kind of message would we be sending by sentencing a newborn to death? By using a human life as a tool? It's not right. So, when I learned the ceremony had failed, I was ashamed by my inaction, and absolutely relieved by the result. The plan was never a secret. Or, I guess I should say,
Citlali is March 7th
there was no
VA.
point to keeping it a secret.
That's cool.
A simple investigation from Ororon would reveal everything. Everyone thought he would be happy he survived. And he never really said anything to the contrary. But just as I was about to put all of it behind me, he asks this question. Would Natlan have been saved if the ceremony succeeded?
Wait, but it's not his fault.
He knows that, but he still feels guilty. Ororon has a strong ability to perceive souls, more than any of us. He understands just how dire the situation with ley lines has become.
So
Maybe
Citlali and Ororon are
chose
both
to work
characters
with
that
the
have a lot of
Fatui
guilt and shame
because
within
he
their
still
story.
thinks he owes a debt to Natlan. I can only imagine what they told him.
Traveler, didn't the captain say he found a way to solve the crisis? Maybe that's what brought Ororon into this. Anyway, we can't just let things go on like this. We have to convince him to come back. You don't look so good, Citlali. Maybe you should head back and get some sleep.
Probably drank too much. It's okay. The fresh air is doing me good.
Oh,
Okay.
girl.
Forget that. I need to go home. I hit it a little too hard. You've helped me so much already. How do I even begin to thank you?
Hey, we're friends, aren't we? Besides, you already said you owe us a favor, so you don't need to worry about us.
Good point. Well, I'll go home and get some sleep. We can figure out our next move in the morning.
Have fun rolling around in your PJs.
Friends. I like the sound of that.
Ororon's probably back with the captain, don't you think?
Yeah, let's tell the Pyro Icon what we
You
learned.
mean about the backup plan? Do you really believe what the captain told us?
Well, I mean, the thing is like, whenever I'm not around, everyone wants to talk, but then they want to do all this, but then when I come around, she doesn't want to post up, so let's just be upfront with her.
Yeah, you're right. We should just go to her directly. But she's probably asleep. We can find her first thing in the morning. For now, let's go to bed.
Paimon, you are so extra, girl. Has she never had friends in all 300 years of living? No, she's just had adoring fans and grandchildren. That's why she's so messed up.
Why is it so noisy outside? Paimon still haven't sleep. Well, guess we should see what's going on.
Hi, Jem.
Ah, you're already here. I was just about to come get you.
Wow, you're up early. That's impressive, especially after all the drinking last night.
Paimon.
Let's not bring up last night. I'm embarrassed about the whole thing. Anyway, I was also woken up by the commotion. Looks like all the warriors from the stadium are on the move. I heard many areas have been attacked by the Abyss, including the Masters of the Nightwind. I need to head back right away.
The Abyss attacked again? Are you sure you can handle it on your own? Do you need our help?
I'll be fine. We also have the support of the warriors stationed at the various outposts. Given the quick response, things shouldn't get too serious. The stadium could always use more manpower, so you should join the forces here. I'm done making excuses for him. He's not a child anymore. He needs to take responsibility for his actions. I was the one who vouched for him, so I need to report back to the Speaker's Chamber. I'll accept however they choose to handle the situation. But I should be able to convince them to let me go back to my tribe
That
first to deal with the
straw
attack.
Scratching on that
As
metal.
for the ancient name, once we handle this crisis, I'll talk to
At this
Shiloh
point,
right away.
I'll be
Don't
honest,
worry.
Citlali.
I never forget a promise to a friend.
Oh, that's sweet. Yes, we are friends, Citlali. We are. I mean, after that, we have to. We either have to be friends or enemies after everything that happened last night. But after everything that happened last night and last afternoon and last morning, I honestly forgot that we were even going for the name. But all that being said, please be careful, Citlali. Please be careful.
Thank you. All right, I need to start heading back.
Bye,
She
Citlali.
left in a hurry. The situation must be really serious.
It's that or she's got to throw up because she's
Looks like
hungover.
a lot of people are heading to the stadium. Let's see what's going on.
I talked about this with Josu on stream, but Citlali is kind of Ayaka coded in the sense that she too has trouble making friends because of her status/title, which makes her seem unapproachable and a bit awkward. But personality-wise, she's like Faruzan, which makes her such an odd character. She is a really odd character for sure. I like her. The thing is like, the thing about Genshin Impact, it's a very, like, there's so many aspects of it that are very, like, Asian inspired in the sense that Asian people have made it. So, hold on, I'll say it after this
Traveler
line.
over here! Perfect. Our star Outlander has appeared.
That's why I'm always saying, like, I wonder what they actually said it in, like, Chinese. Like, what do they mean by granny and old hag in Chinese? Because in English, old hag is, like, funny, but I'm sure there's, like, an endearing way to call, like, a more grandmother matriarchal figure, maybe in Chinese. But, like, Citlali does come off pretty crash out crazy, but, like, I know just as a half Korean over here, I can speak for my Koreans out there. There's many Asian grandmas that act like Citlali. It comes from a place of love, but whoo, it can get a little bit crazy if you you know, start messing around acting stupid around grandma. Hey, Mulani.
Oh, you're all here! But, what's with the whole star
I really want to know
Which is
like
my
what
way
her
of saying
character
how
is
awesome you are.
localized as in other
We've got a
languages.
real emergency
It'll
on
help
our
us
hands,
get like
so
it'll
this
help
is the
me get
perfect
like a
time for
better
you to show
idea
off
of
your
like
skills.
her whole character concept.
But can we get a quick rundown of the situation first?
The Abyss suddenly attacked the Collective of Plenty, the Masters of the Nightwind, the Children of Echoes, and a number of our camps and outposts in the wild.
Yes, and the attacks are increasing in frequency.
The
Chasca.
tribes have plenty of defenses, so they're safe for now, but I can't say the same for the adventurers and merchants stuck in the wild. Chasca and I have been searching for survivors and
Oh, yeah,
treating the
Osav?
wounded. We just got back, but we need to head out again soon.
I plan on
Like
heading back
obviously
to the
that was a
Collective
little
of
bit
Plenty,
dramatic.
just in case
Like
my tribe
I've never
needs me.
met a grandma who said like I'm gonna break your legs. But obviously they're dramatizing it for comedy. But yeah.
What about you, Mulani? Where are you gonna go?
I'll go help the Children of Echoes. They're the closest, so I can start fighting right away. What about you guys? We could go together.
I need to talk to the Pyro Archon because this is all seeming really convenient, Mulani. Let's just say I got something to say to Pyro Archon. Let's just say I got some tea.
Yeah, that does sound important. No worries. Just leave the Children of Echoes to us. Who knows? Maybe yours truly will have the Abyss on the run by the time you're finished. That would be pretty great, actually. I hope my tribe gets through okay. It'll
Eonson's
be
pickled
fine.
knees.
Your tribe doesn't do all that bodybuilding for nothing.
Let's part ways here for
Bodybuilding.
now.
Body
And
adi.
most importantly, be careful, everyone.
Chasca.
Oh, and some of us need to avoid getting contaminated by dangerous-looking substances. That will make my job a lot easier.
Ooh, I don't know. Chasca's really addicted to Duyan makeup. She's always applying heavy amounts of eyeliner and eyeshadow and all kinds of things. So who knows what kind of substances she has on her face right now. I can already see a full coverage concealer right under the eye. And it looks fantastic, but I worry if it might crease during battle.
Koichi, do we really have to do this now?
It's alright. She's just looking out for everyone. Alright, let's hurry up and talk to the Pyro Archon so we can help the others.
That side eye, she was like, I hope nobody no like the back of her head.
Someone needs assistance.
The glass skin she's trying to get.
Oh, it's you two. As you can see, things are not looking good right now. People across Natlin are in danger.
Yeah. And it seems like some other people are in danger too, Mavuika, like me.
Look, I'm very interested in your recent adventures, but this is not a good time. So we'll have to keep our conversation short.
That's alright, we're also in a hurry. We're gonna go help the Children of Echoes after this.
Yeah, so after I tell you this, we're gonna go help the Children of Echoes. Guess what? I'm El Capitano, face to face. What do you think about that?
What?
Yeah, what do you think about that? I met him and he told me that you had another plan. So what's all this trying to make me a name and
So
stuff like
he
that?
thinks my plan is too risky. He thinks I'm being stubborn.
Well, is it true?
I shouldn't underestimate the Fatui's ability to gather intelligence. The
Good
Gnosis
luck,
does
Jess,
have
on your
that
next pull for
function,
Sethos.
but
I'll
there's more
manifest
to
it
the
for you.
story. I will answer you honestly, but you must help me keep this a secret.
Oh, don't worry. We're good about keeping secrets around here, Mavuika. I won't tell anybody that all of that underdye is, I thought that they were Mio extensions, let's just say that, but after getting to know you via El Capitano, I wonder if they're really Mio extensions, or if you have to replace them every night, because I tried to talk to you last night, but Paimon apparently told me that you were so sleepy that you can't take any visitors at night to talk to you about secrets. Is it possible that those possible MLO extensions underneath that beautiful, gorgeous Mio red is a cheap MLO extension? And you have to replace them on a 12-hour basis because they don't last more than 12 hours.
I can use the power of the Gnosis to save Natlan, but it comes at a heavy price. The Gnosis would drain all the souls and memories from the Night Kingdom and weave them into a giant
Hair
net,
transplant.
which would surround the ley lines and protect them against abyssal corrosion.
The Gnosis would drain all the souls and memories from the Night Kingdom and weave them into a giant net, which would surround the ley lines and protect them against abyssal corrosion. Weave them into a giant net. Okay.
Wait, you can use souls to weave a net?
Yes. It means sacrificing those souls in the process. Souls are just another form of life. The cruelty of this method is self-evident. The Night Kingdom not only houses the souls of the dead, but also our memories and legends. Using the Gnosis means converting all three into material for the net, erasing our history and culture.
Hi Raiders! Thank you, OK Barrett, for raiding me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're playing Genshin. We are dilly-dallying slowly through the story today. I thought we would beat it today, but apparently the third act is really long, so I'm just taking my time with it. We're gonna push the story a little bit more, but we're sitting here clocking the tea of Mavuika because she had a secret that she didn't want to tell us, even though she wants us to help save Natlan. It's like, you gotta let us know what's happening.
Even then,
Thank you
the
so much,
net
OK
can
Barrett.
still
I hope you had a
become
fun stream.
If we cannot find a way to repair the damaged ley lines before that happens, then all those sacrifices are for nothing. Given the enormity of the price, it's a solution I refuse to consider right now. I want us to win, but I also care about how we win, and what that means for us in the end. Now it's true, both plans come at a risk, but after weighing our options, this is our
Oh,
best
you were playing the
bet.
Silent Hill 2? Or Silent Hill... was it the Silent Hill 2 remake? You were playing Silent Hill. Well, I mean, looking at Leon Kennedy very respectfully for 5 hours. That sounds like an amazing stream. RE4. Wait, why did I say Res... I'm sorry. I know the difference. I'm so stupid. Look, Silent Hill and Resident Evil in my brain are in the same spot of like PlayStation horror. I'm sorry. I'm sure looking at Leon Kennedy for 5 hours was fun, though.
Natlan is unique among the nations of Teyvat. Given the ever-looming threat of the Abyss, the Pyro Archons had to account for the worst-case scenario. Having a contingency plan is our duty, not just to the people of Natlan, but to all who live on this continent. Still, this has always been a well-kept secret. I'm very curious how the captain learned this information.
Okay, Mavuika, I trust you again. Yeah, I wouldn't tell anybody that either. That's something that only a leader would have to, like, that's heavy as the head that wears the crown, or wears the 40 extensions, yeah.
Oh, one more thing? The captain said he found another way to solve the problem. Could be equally as extreme.
Hi, Ineko.
Without the Gnosis, he should have no other option.
Ooh, enjoy the onigiri. Thank you so much for the raid, Barrett. Yeah, you should go ahead and go rest. The 5-hour stream's a long one. Enjoy your food.
Seems like our only path forward is to track him down, so he can answer that question for us.
Mavuika's back to being Miovuika. The Pyro Archon just shared an important secret with us, and she seems sincere. Figuring out the captain's supposed new ways of saving Natlan is the key.
Judging by your expression, you must have doubted me, even if just for a second.
Yeah, a little bit, girl. A little bit. I'll be real.
Not even a little. We would never. Wait, what are you talking about, Traveler?
Paimon, you know that I'm the brains and you're the yap.
Just as expected. I appreciate your sincerity. Maybe it was out of caution, anxiety, or simple curiosity, but know this. No matter what, our goal remains the same. We both want to save the people of this land. So now that you have your answer, do you still doubt me?
No. I won't tell Mio about this. I think we're okay.
You scared, Paimon. You've really got a lot of guts, Traveler.
That's a good thing. Oh, and feel free to call me Mavuika. It's what all my friends call me, and I like it that way.
Okay, okay.
As for the captain, the intelligence officers we assigned to the Fatui should be back soon. We'll get our answer then.
That's great. Sounds like we just have to wait a little longer.
Not just yet. Even though the Abyss is attacking several locations at once, I'm confident the warriors stationed in those areas can handle it. Don't worry. I just need to finish coordinating our available manpower, then I'll take a small team to handle the difficult locations.
Every day when Mavuika does her hair, she's sitting at her boudoir, and she's gotta, if this is her hair, she has to get the bottom of it with a hairspray can. Shh. Shh. Like, like that's how long her hair is.
Wait, you're going to fight in person? Didn't you give up your power?
That's true. I'm far less powerful than a god in my current state. But don't forget, I was an experienced and powerful warrior before I ever became the Pyro Archon. No matter how you look at it, my duty is on the front lines. I just think there's strength in numbers. If the people feel emboldened, that's just a bonus. Anyway, even if we respond to these threats in time, it's not a permanent solution in the long run. I've considered moving my people to other nations, but given their close connection to the Night Kingdom, a forced evacuation would have devastating consequences. I've told the chiefs of each tribe to strengthen their defenses and advise people against leaving their settlements. Now, I just need to find the right time to disclose the true nature of the crisis to the people of Natlan.
Paimon's a little worried about how people will react.
I think a lot of people will join the fight.
Yes, but that won't be the only response. In any case, that's for me to work.
All right, we should head out. Maybe we can join up with Milani. She can't be
Yeah,
too
this is
far
a lot
ahead.
of talking about stuff. I had already, we said that it was a quick talk. Like,
No need to worry about me.
there's no way that wire coat hangers aren't involved in the construction of her hair. To like let it set. Or like she has like underneath her wig, she's got like coat hangers that are keeping it up. Hi Wexo. Hi, welcome. We are slowly getting through the story. We normally play Genshin on Friday, Saturday, but I don't think that we're finishing the story this week. But that just means that next week we'll have some more fun. In not a few minutes, we're still going to push a little bit more, but we'll be ending on doing some dailies. But we need to help. because the abyss is like tearing places up again. Is Paimon always messy? Girl, yes.
Quick, over here, to safety!
Is there no diplomacy in Tavern? They don't. That's actually true. They don't really help each other a lot.
Kachina, how many people do you
Oreo,
have
thank you
left?
for 3 months. They made it alone. It's Swan and Paimon, it's the legendary blonde and Paimon. They're here. Oh my goodness, I hope that one day I can lift my hair to that color. I actually, for real y'all, when I get my hair cut, I'm going to Sally's. And I actually like want the same color as Kachina. I think that would look really good on me. I think that would look really good on me. Do y'all think that they would like judge me if I brought a picture of Kachina in and be like, so can you help me find some toner for this color of blonde? Anyway.
What's the situation?
There's a trapped caravan that needs our help. We need to rescue them as soon as possible.
We'll go together.
I'm coming too, because like I have like this new voice and everything, and I just feel like this would be really great to validate my place in like my new voice and my new attitude. And you get her hat too. There are some places online. Comment sent me a few links. Oh my goodness, look at this bird. That's for later.
Stay safe. We've got this.
All right. Wait, I forgot how to control these. Oh, I'm set. No, you didn't. You did not just... This is not canon. This isn't canon. I'm sorry, this isn't canon. Don't ever take Noelle off my team, Hoyoverse. I will literally, don't ever do that. This is so disgusting.
I really thought I was done for. I can't thank you enough.
You're welcome.
Don't worry about it. We're just glad you're okay. Let's see. Your goods look fine too. Guess the Abyss isn't after Mora.
That should be the last abyssal pylon near the children of
Mulanni,
Echoes.
they don't care about money. They care about taking over this land. When they take it over, it's so frustrating because, like, every time the Abyss comes around, Mulanni's always talking about Mora, but they don't understand that when they take over this land as their end goal, they're just going to replace the currency. Like, duh.
By the way, where's Citlali? I thought she would come with you.
She's hungover.
The Masters of the Night Wind also got attacked, so she went back to help her tribe. She said we can deal with the ancient name later.
Yeah, that makes sense. The attacks are more urgent. Alright, this isn't a good place to talk. Let's head back to the tribe.
Right here.
Wait. I do, in Natland, I really love the transportation stuff. I think it's done really well, and it's always, like, quite fun. Like, I don't know, it's, like, simple, but refreshing. I like it. It's fun jumping around as the things.
Looks like a few people were hurt after all. Oh, I should have got here sooner.
The Abyss threw a lot at us at once. I rushed out as soon as I heard the alarm, and there were already so many monsters. Before long, Kachina brought over a whole group of warriors, and just like that, we destroyed several pylons as a team.
Obviously, Natland isn't over, but if I had to rank all the regions so far, how would you rank them? So far, in terms of aesthetics, I think it would be like, I want to say Fontaine and Natland and Sumeru are second place. If we were talking about story so far, I think Fontaine and then Natland and then Sumeru. Sumeru is a good story, but like the pacing so far of like the second patch is like a little bit faster, and like, I don't know. I appreciate that, like, after Fontaine, they're not trying to one-up it in drama. Like, it's just a charming story with charming characters. Yeah, Fontaine's always going to be first place, though. It's just, it was really great. It was great designs from aesthetics to narrative, you know? I wasn't in charge of anything. We just happened to be together. Still, I think this proves that camping in the wild was a great idea. You know, after I actually have this, like, new voice and this new attitude and this just new perspective on life, I just feel like I'm really just thinking of, like, really amazing things. That's how we were able to respond so fast. Sleeping on the wet grass was pretty uncomfortable, but it was worth it. And besides, like, I have this just new lease on life, and sleeping on wet grass is just, like, not that crazy to me anymore.
You mean the situation in the Night Kingdom, right? Yeah, I feel the same way. We've managed to keep it a secret all this time, but more and more people are realizing something's wrong. It's impossible not to feel anxious when things are getting worse by the second, and all we can do is wait.
And, like, while Natland has its flaws, I do like some of the lore that's developing in Natland. Like, it's really interesting to me. And we still don't know when the final two heroes are going to appear.
That just means we need to buy the Pyro Archon more time. Keep pushing, everyone. Every battle is worth something.
I would say Inazuma would be, like, below the others and above, like, Leeway and Mondstadt. Like, there's Leeway and Mondstadt were good, but, like, they were just, like, sort of, they really were, like, the first go at storytelling for Hoyoverse in general, and it feels that way in retrospect.
You really are an eternal optimist, Mualani. You
I have an MLO agent in my characters, don't we all?
Why, thank you. I guess it's one of my better qualities.
So, specifics
Thank you,
aside,
Gabe.
the
A lot of people are
Pyro-Archon
getting
confirmed the
blue, but I
Gnosis
didn't put
can
an ounce
resolve
of
the
blue in my
crisis,
face.
but it
So,
comes at a
it's
huge
funny.
price.
I like it though.
And somehow the captain finds out about it, goes to fight the Pyro Archon, and calls her out for having a solution but refusing to use it. Honestly, if he has the same information as us, I can't really blame him.
Are we gonna get Battle Frontier for the girly pop ranking? Not in Hoenn. I'm doing the League, not the Battle Frontier. Just for okay, let me just pause real quick because this is another time where I've noticed people are asking about that. The Battle Frontier characters, I think, are going to be a separate conversation, maybe a shorter video. The League itself, like the Johto video was shorter, but that's not really going to be the case going forward, I don't think. For example, the Johto is like kind of like generation 1.5 in my opinion. Kanto to Johto is like a smaller jump. It's a big jump in some ways, but it's a smaller jump in the development. Like Hoenn is a huge jump in terms of like the standardization and like character creation, like what the characters they made. The Johto video was like 20 something minutes. The Kanto, the Hoenn video that I just finished comping, like I'm gonna start really heavy editing it tomorrow, but I just got the simple through line of like the script, 40 minutes long. You know, if I added the Battlezone characters on top of that, I would not be able to put out a video every week. I would need more time. Because I'm keeping the scope within how the leagues develop. You know, I'm not talking about every icon of each generation, because if that was the case, Johto would have been a much longer conversation. I'm looking at the chronology of how each league evolves. And I think like when you see the Hoenn video, you're going to see what I'm actually going for there. Anyway, hi Megapixels! I just want to be clear on that because I've gotten a few comments about it, and I think the Johto video kind of left some people confused.
We talked to Mavuika before we left the stadium. According to her, the cost of the captain's plan
But
is
the
too
Battle
high.
Frontier girls, they are a conversation to be had.
And, well, it makes sense. If that was truly the better choice, she would have picked it.
Yeah, I
Hi,
trust the
Boogie.
Pyro Archon. When I was upset about Kachina's disappearance, she was really sincere and patient with me. Plus, she burned down all those precious mementos for Kachina. She's already proven how much she values even a single person's life.
I say Mavuika, like Mavuika, but I kind of like leave the V a little bit more open, Mavuika. But you know how they are in these Hoyoverse games. They like every character has like 5 different pronunciations.
When it comes to Natlan's survival, there's no way she would hold back.
I agree. Maybe the captain weighed the costs and came to his own conclusion, but I'm sure we have different priorities. Life is important, but so are history and memory.
Ooh, have fun, Jara. That's going to be so fun. Oh gosh, you're going to go to theaters to see that? I know that Terrifier's like really gory, girl. Have fun. Don't get a snack.
As the Archon, she can't tell us everything, but it seems like she wasn't holding anything
Hi,
back
Gooey.
this time.
The next question is, if the captain found a new way to save Natlan, how come the Pyro Archon has never heard of it?
Yeah, and isn't he from Snezhnaya? Why would the Fatui want to save Natlan? Like, that's just like kind of weird and stuff. Like, why would they want to save Natlan and things?
This is all super confusing.
We still don't have enough information. Once we figure out what the Fatui are doing, we'll have our answer.
Let's head back then. Mavuika said her intelligence officers should return soon. With how many Fatui there are, someone's bound to give something away.
Sounds good. I have a few theories of my own. With a bit more information, we just might get to the bottom of the whole thing.
Want to join me for our garrison, Wilani? I mean,
I was
like,
just about
do
to
you?
ask. Count me in. If I was just a bit faster, we could have prevented a few people from getting hurt. People who could help us in the next battle. It's all a chain reaction.
Then you should go register right away. It shouldn't take long. Everyone's looking for people, Mulani.
Register? Nah. I'll just follow you around. You know, go where you go, do what you do.
Okay, but then you'd have to follow my orders. I don't know if you can handle that, girl.
You got it. I just don't want to make the trip back. It's so far. All right.
See you all later. Let's get together and celebrate once this is over. Oh, you betcha!
I was like, what am I? I confused myself. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit more story, and then we're gonna go to doing some things. Where are we going? Return to the speaker's chamber. Girl, we've been at the speaker's chamber all day. Let's go! Why were we a Pokemon just there? I was using the Pokemon to sneak around faster. A little trick. Love the speaker's chamber.
Mavuika! Oh, Chasca and Koichi are here! Wait, are you okay, Koichi?
I'm fine. No need to worry.
They ran into the Fatui while out on a mission and decided to follow them.
The Fatui?
I'll be streaming for at least 30 more minutes. We might go a little bit over because there's some things that I wanted to do for Jilonen.
Calm down and let me explain.
We're gonna do dailies first.
Here's
Maybe after this cutscene we'll start doing dailies.
Watch out. It's the Fatui.
Were they
Okay,
attacked
Pickle, thank you.
by the Abyss? No, wait.
I really don't mind. I love
It
playing
looks
Genshin,
like they're
so
protecting a
I don't
group of
mind extending it
travelers.
to next week.
Over there. Do you see?
You're right. That's a traveling group from Natlan. Could they be trading for something?
Finally growing up and revealing her
Let's
new
keep
voice.
observing for now.
We're glad you're okay. Given the appearance of abyss monsters all over Natlan, you should cancel your journey and seek shelter at the stadium or one of the tribes.
Thank you so much. I wish there was something we could give you.
I kind of want my hair to be like this. I'm actually gonna take a picture of that as reference. My stylist is gonna be like, girl, what are you showing me? I kind of want it to be like that, but shorter, but like that shape, but shorter. Anyway.
We don't expect anything in return. We were out on a mission and saw you being attacked. It was our decision to help. If you truly wish to repay the favor, you can keep this a secret. If anyone asks, just say you were saved by warriors from Natlan.
Oh, okay. We can do that.
But...
We're not asking you to cover up our activities. We haven't done anything illegal. Our captain simply wishes to remain undisturbed. Nonetheless, the decision remains yours.
I think, well, I'll say after this cutscene.
We would have employed a harsher method.
Got it. We'll get going now.
Did you hear that? They mentioned a captain. Isn't that who the
Oh, everybody's
Archon
gonna
is
find
looking
out.
for?
Exactly. We could be onto something big.
Everyone's
Still,
gonna find out. The captain's
there
gonna
was
tell
no
everybody.
trade. They were just helping people in need. I didn't sense an ulterior motive. I didn't believe the captain when
You're
he
gonna
said
show
he wanted
Mavuika's hair to
save
your
Natlan.
hairdresser.
But based on what we just saw, it's possible
Okay,
he was
Josie,
telling the
thank you.
truth.
Maybe we've been wrong about the Fatui this whole time.
It's too early to say. Let's follow them and see what's really going on.
So this is where they were headed. Looks tricky. It's heavily guarded on all sides.
Koichi, wait for me here. I'll go in and check it out.
Oh, no, you don't. How are you planning to get through all the guards?
Look, I can use this terrain to my advantage. With our tribe's special way of getting around, I doubt they'll see me coming.
We still can't see anything on the inside. What if you can't find cover? You won't have anyone to watch your back if you go in alone.
The more heavily guarded the location, the more valuable the secrets. Even if the captain isn't here, we can still figure out what the Fatui are planning. That intel is worth the risk.
Fine. You're not gonna listen to me anyway, so let me come with you.
That's even more risky. You've been running around saving people for days. You're already at your limit. I'm confident I can protect myself. I'm not sure you can say the same. At least right now.
I can.
You really believe that?
Fine, don't believe
Chasca's
me,
one of those
but you
Dulian
can't
girls that
honestly
uses.
tell me infiltrating a heavily
This is gonna
guarded
be so
Fatui
shady.
hideout all on your own sounds more reasonable.
There's like a makeup trick that the Dulian girls do where they use like either sunscreen or like there's like a certain like lotion or primer base. It's basically like a primer that you use. You rub it all over yourself and it like gives you like a white cast. Chasca's one of those girls that does that because
You know,
anyway.
growing up, even if I insisted on doing something, it never gave you any trouble. I'm not sure you can say the same.
I did watch her character trailer, yeah.
All right, all right.
Wait, I saw her like
if we
demo.
start arguing, this will never end. We can't let this opportunity go to waste.
Ah, guess that means I win. Don't worry, you're not the only capable young person from our tribe. I can handle this.
All right, same plan as usual. We split up, communicate with hand signals, make sure our blind spots are covered, and support each other once we strike. Got your ropes?
Yeah, let's go.
It's in one of the What was that? It's in one of the VODs. I don't know which one it is though. I liked it though. I did like it.
The Fatui have eyes all over this place.
It was
I
after the
should wait for
DVD skin
Koichi's
reviews.
signal.
Oh. So y'all remember better than me. It's all a blur to me. It was on Tuesday at the end of stream, I think. Oh my goodness, thank y'all so much. What is this, girl?
Now.
Go. I mean, what? I got 5 seconds to press a dialogue option? What are y'all trying to do here, Hoyoverse? Come on now, Hoyoverse.
Not sure how many chances I'm gonna get. I need to act.
Just... Hi, Toast. Welcome to the chat. This patch is so unserious, girl.
Good. I made it without getting caught. I should get to that platform over there.
Purple Mod, thank
It's
you for the
guarded by
7 stream
Fatui.
streak.
Koichi should have line of sight. I'll wait for her signal.
I bet that they had like a really cool idea for this and the development pipeline was like, let's just railroad this part.
That's it. Now's my chance.
Welcome to the chat, Nervous.
It's no use staying in one place. I should keep moving. Looks like Chasca is helping me by keeping an eye on the Fatui movements. I'll wait for her signal. Time
Girl,
to
what
move.
is this scene? I mean, I like seeing the sisters like collaborate in this like joint slay kind of way, but I'm thinking like mechanically
close.
and
Almost got
narratively including
caught.
this scene. I'm like,
Probably can't make it over in one go. I'll wait for my next chance. Now's my chance.
oh, she's fast. Oh, Koichi's fast, girl. They need to make her playable.
I made it! That'll show my sister. Let's see. The Fatui's occupying all the best locations. If we could just get past them somehow. Wait, I've got it!
Not the capybara. They have TikTok boy here.
Huh? What's that noise?
Did something explode? Oh, it stinks!
What's up with the... No, this
What the
patch
heck
is
is
so unserious.
What do you
What is
think
up
you're
with the
doing?
gagging sounds?
I could ask you the same thing!
Good, they're arguing. Looks like they just needed an excuse. They've probably had enough of this job already. The people on the hill over there left to help their comrades. This is our chance. Come get me, Chasca. I hope she gets this
Bombs
hand
by
signal.
Baduki.
That's Koichi's signal. Smart idea. Alright, time to move.
This was fun when Skuntank made an appearance in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
Give me your hand, quick.
Coming! I checked, and this way is completely clear. It should lead us to the deepest part of this place.
Okay, stealth.
Well, I was pretty helpful, right? You know, everyone usually jumps at the chance to work with me. Not my own sister, though. No,
Happy
she
birthday,
avoids me
Karina.
like her life depends on it.
I was wrong, Koichi. You've done well.
Wait, you're just gonna admit it? Now I look like the mean one.
Let's focus on the task at hand.
Chasca looks like
We're
1990s
in the
Shania
heart of
Twain.
enemy territory. More time we waste, the more dangerous this becomes.
All right,
Get
all right.
into
If
that.
you're not gonna take the bait, then I'll drop it. Looks like the Fatui are here to dig something up. I'm surprised they mobilized this many
What was the point of
people.
this? I don't know, but I love
doubt
it.
it's because they're interested in our culture and history.
It seems like they're looking for a dragon relic called the Source Mechanism. The device is ancient. Barely any information survives to this day. And even people from Natland don't know how to use it.
Oh, the inspo?
Why
It's
would
like...
this be the Fatui's target?
It's like,
Not bad. Looks
I really
like
don't
it's in
know.
good
It's
shape.
like, I don't
This
know.
should be what our Lord's looking for. Took us long enough. Come on, let's get this
It's the
thing
culture
back.
and history in the room.
Back? Back where? Should we keep following?
You really want to keep going?
Of course. We make a good team, don't you think? No reason to stop now.
What was that sound?
Uh-oh. We've been spotted. Time to go.
Falling rock incoming! Watch out for your gadget!
What? You'll regret that! After them!
I really wish that I was a fly on the wall in the development cycle of Hoyoverse games because that was such an obscure sequence. I love it because it was so
Once we got
random and
them off our tail,
unserious.
we went back
But I'm
to
like,
observe some
what
more.
happened in the
They
meetings?
collected several identical pieces of something. It looked like they were waiting, though. So we decided to come back.
So, Koichi got injured trying to get them off your tail?
She pushed herself too hard and collapsed on the way back to the stadium.
Like,
Well, I didn't cause you any trouble while we were fighting, right? So my perfect record remains.
You've done very well. I could make a comment on knowing your limits, but
because
it's not
obviously
my
they had an
place.
idea there, but I think
I
maybe
know,
something
I
happened
know.
where they were like,
I'm
okay, we
already
just got to finish it
reflecting on
now.
my
Like a
actions.
deadline or something.
So, our current intel suggests the Fatui
'Cause they've
is after
done
the
stealth stuff
source
before.
mechanism. The device is a complete mystery, even to us. What does the captain want with
So
it?
they're looking for the source
I have no
mechanism.
idea. But it's safe to assume the device could serve a similar purpose
You
to
have
the
3
Gnosis.
seconds to press the dialogue.
Shilonen, I need you to gather every scholar in Natland familiar with the secret source.
I'll get
I
right
love
on
it. I love it. Low-key, I love it.
Thank you both for your hard work.
It's so
Koichi,
random.
it's time for you to get some rest.
They should honestly do
Oh,
more
and
like
there are
weird,
gifts from your
unexpected
patients
things.
waiting at the speaker's chamber. I prepared a small gift of my own as a token of gratitude. I'll send
Did
it
you
to
know you
your
have
home
30
along with the
minutes?
others.
me when I'm doing a Genshin Impact story. Did you know you have 30 minutes? when Genshin Impact adds a time limit to like how fast you can press the dialogue options. Did you know you have 30 minutes?
My patience. That's so nice of them. Guess that means I'm doing something right.
You don't need to give us anything, Archon. We were just doing our duty for Natlan. I should take Koichi home now.
But how are you gonna tell me Koichi is pronounced Koichi? I honestly, like, when I, like with Mavuika, I try to like just pronounce everything in it the way that it's spelled, like English localized, but like give it a little bit of flair. So like Mavuika, I don't think it's like Mavuika or something like that. So maybe Koichi's like Kuish, like you kind of like round it out on the Y, Kui, but you don't say the ch. It's like Koichi, like it's like an open ch. I don't know, girl. I don't know. I'm from the South. If it was up to me, it would be chew. A Southern American, like Southern United States American, would be chewy chew. Chewy chew. That would that's how we would say it. Chewy chew. Chewy chew.
Well, if Koichi doesn't want her favorite Saurus crackers, then...
Ooh, I want some crackers.
I accept. Thank you, Archon.
What am I gonna do with you?
It'd be Chewy Chew and Chasca.
There's some for the rest of you as well. They're
And
one of my favorites too, so don't be shy.
In Mavuika.
I'll start investigating the source mechanism right away. If I learn anything, you'll be the first to know.
Yummy snacks!
Yeah, I'm not the expert. I'm just making educated guesses based off of the vibe, you know? Okay, so let's do some dailies. If anyone wants to join for dailies, we're gonna do that real quick. And then after that, I think I'll like finish off by just getting some stuff for Gilonin. That's what I want to focus on today is Gilonin, so. But like for real, I know that like Natlan's like really facing a lot of like scrutiny and criticism, and that's all fine and good. I mean, it should. It helps to push the game to a direction that I think the consumer wants it to be, right? But when I'm just looking on the outside looking in at just this as like a game, I think it's like really fun. I'm having a lot of fun in Natlan. Okay, so let's look at what Gilonin could use today. Is there any Ascension stuff that we can get for her with our dailies? Let's check. I've been really looking forward to like where the story is going. We might need more. No, those are just drops. These are all just drops. Yeah, so let's look at her talents.
If you're bored,
Oh, lucky. Okay, so we're gonna do Blazing Ruins. I need to go turn in my gummies though. Yeah, I know I can put her in my favorites. I'm okay though. I'll just find her. Cause I have a lot in my favorites already, and that still confuses me. Cause I have a lot of characters I like. I know that sounds dumb, but it's just, it doesn't help me. I'm kind of, my brain is very small. Press character to train. Oh, you can, that is so useful. That is so useful. That's a good update. I like that. I really like that. Okay. Purr. I like that. Okay, devs. Y'all got that done. Now I need y'all to contact those studios that Kachina's voice actor is trying to get some money from, and then Natlan will be a pretty good. The thing is like it's just there's so much chaos around Natlan that I can't help but just like I don't know. Maybe I'm just toxic, but there's so much chaos with this update. regions to add the feature. Right. Love that. Love that. Okay, so I want everybody to know that we do have the #1 Mika main in all of Genshin Impact's player base. So these bosses are actually going to be taken down in a record time limit. So is everyone ready? Let's go.
Time to clean up.
Mika sounds so cute. Mika is so Tails the Fox coded, man. Genshin Impact really is such a cool game. Like, I think about, like, when I was younger, like 15 years old, playing like my like gacha games like Mabinogi, y'all know the story, Maple Story, all those things. I'm actually going to use the 2x bonus here, so I'm going to do some replenishing. Let's do 2. And like, there were so many issues about it at the time that the players would talk about, but like I look back on old videos of it and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And I like see moments in Genshin Impact, like playing this stuff with you guys and like doing the co-op and stuff. And like this game has so much personality and charm that it's really cool.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Neutralizing threats.
Neutralizing threats. I sound just like Mika.
Leave it up to me. It's a good night shoot.
Neutralizing threats. Look at all those drops. Thank you, Hoyoverse, for all the drops. Thank you. Precision strike. Leave the wounded to me. Can we get one Gilo or Chiori pull? Gilo. Everyone keeps coming. Hi, welcome to the chat, by the way. Everyone keeps coming in asking about Gilonin. It was a very easy pull to me. All you really have to do is go into the banner and click pull, and it's really easy to get her. You just get her. So, hope that helps. No. I will be, if I do have any pulls, I am going to be pulling on the Chiori banner, because I want to complete my Geo collection eventually one day. You'll have to hop in next time. The way I stream Chaperonin pulls Gilonin on my first. Thank you, mother. Right, so Killa, if you want to get Gilonin, just stream Chaperon and then just click pull. And it actually boosts your rate by 70%, so. Good luck, babe. Good luck, babe. If you actually play the Chaperone song backwards, it says Gilonin, Gilonin. And that's how you know that you actually get a boost for streaming Chaperone. No, y'all, if I make a viral video and I get a lot of money and then I can make like a really good song and like become like the next big pop star, if I can do that with like a bunch of money, right? I'm only going to take collaborations from like Hoyoverse. It's going to be the most cursed thing. Like, we should normalize like having like Lady Gaga come out with a new song, and if you stream Lady Gaga on Spotify while you're logged into Genshin Impact, you get a boost to to your pool. That would be so twisted and awful. Good luck, babe Gilonin. I caught a shiny Mawile today at Pokemon Go. Hey! Congrats! Shiny Mawile is perfect. Great one for the collection. Hoyo Quinn. I actually streamed Chaperone Super Ultra Modern Girl and it worked for me. Hey! There you go.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Wait, I can do the spinny. Wait, can I? I always forget what build I have for my Noelle, honestly. I set her up in a way where I can just click. But let's see what spinny does. I think her weapon requires I still use my I think her weapon requires I still use my clicks.
Time to clean up.
They should add a special cosmetic weapon for Noelle. That's just a big giant rose. Did anyone here play MapleStory back in the day? One of the coolest weapons, cosmetic weapons to get for your character, you could hold, like, it was like honestly a great sword, and you could hold a giant rose. And they had a blue rose, I think they had a white rose, they had a red rose. It was so cool. They should do that for Noelle. Like, your character would hold it. Like, the stem, they would hold it, and at the end, it was just a rose. Oh, that would be so cool for Noelle. I feel like the conversation would be so much different about characters if they added, like, special little cosmetics that were specific to them like that. I mean, I know they have, like, costumes and stuff, but cosmetic weapons would be pretty cool. Just even if it was a system where like the weapon was just like a skin, like even if you had to like pull for it, I think people would do that. What other characters would have cool weapons? Like oh, you could do so many things with the Sphena, Miss Taylor Swift. You could do, I don't know, there's a lot of things you could do. The girlies would get bankrupt. They would. So many different types of parasols. Siegeween could have different bubble blasters. Chiori could have different. Doesn't she use fans? I don't know. You guys get what I'm saying, though. And I would love like different types of like gacha sets. Like I would love like a pajama set for characters. Like in MapleStory, there was like pajama sets you could get, and like they would replace the weapons with like giant pillows or giant plushies. Like there was like a seal plushie that you could get that she would hold by the tail, and it would be like a weapon or like a sword. You would still swing it, but it would just be swinging like a plushie. A new wig for Luna. She uses dual swords. She could have two giant like sewing needles. Okay, that's it for the dailies. Let's just do a cute little picture somewhere, and then I'm going to see if I can find something to at least get one ascension on Gilonin. I want to get at least one ascension on Gilonin before we're done. Let's take a picture. Fondev era. I got ideas, babe, but I do know it's hard to make games, especially like games that are like this big. The deadlines, I'm sure, are like crazy. I bet working on this game is like a constant crunch. Like, I bet you have your boss telling you like, hey, so next week I need you to make an entirely new character and I need you to make sure that they're balanced in 1 week. I bet that's what they have to deal with. Where are the Melusines? I want to take a picture with the Melusines today, but I forgot where they are. There we go.
No matter what.
The Saurian quest? I don't think I have. I honestly did like the patch, like the initial patch, and I played for like a week and a half, and then I got busy with other stuff. Wuwa is adding skins for weapons, and some are girly pops. So you have your meta weapon look girly pop. Ugh, gosh, see, they need to do that. They really need to consider doing that, like for real. I think what it is with Genshin is like, I think they would, but the thing is like some games are made without certain things in mind. Like when you build an engine for a game, sometimes it's not like as like malleable as people might think, you know? Let's sorry, I'm like looking for a perfect spot. Wait, we have to take a picture next to my favorite Melusine. Which one's my favorite again? I think it's this one because she's pink. We have to take a picture with her. Yeah, Rose, it's pretty smart. I honestly think like when you see HSR and you play HSR, there's so many things from Genshin, but you can tell if you've played Genshin all the way through, you can see where like they did similar things that they've done with Genshin and decided to make a decision to do something else because of maybe they didn't like how it turned out in Genshin. Did you hear about the Game Freak Giga League? No. I don't want to read that static. Sorry. When it comes to Pokemon, I'm gonna keep it pretty blind because that's such a big part of my content, and I don't want to like go. I honestly want to go into a lot of stuff like totally blind. My boyfriend did tell me that there was a huge leak though, but he didn't tell me more than that. The quests you have, the little guy, it gives you really pretty location at the end of it. Oh, okay. You didn't mention anything about future games? Oh, okay, then I'll read it. I feel so sad because it sucks to have... But... Heart, Gold, Soul Silver... Oh! Source code got leaked. Oh.
Hi. Would you be willing to participate in an interview?
I think that, like... that's interesting.
All of it. Whatever it is.
I think that they don't respect... One second, people are yapping. I think that they don't respect Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and Black and White in that era of gaming enough. They really should be leaning a lot more on that as a company because that's one of their best eras in Pokemon. On one end, I'm like, I'm glad that the people have their hands on it, but on another end, it's like it is technically their property. Anyway, let's take a pic. I'm gonna take one picture like this because that was... Oh. On the count of 3, if you want to do something, do it. I'll swing my sword. 1, 2, 3. Hey. We got some good shots on everybody.
Would you be willing to participate in an interview?
What's the harm in the source code being out? In my opinion, nothing really, but I am kind of like underneath all of this, I'm kind of an anarchist, so I'm like, girl, let everybody have everything. Okay, I'm gonna kick y'all out and see if I can get myself a, thank y'all so much for helping. Get myself an Ascension. Mika is cute. In all honesty, the source code of Black and White being out is kind of exciting because Black and White is an amazing generation, and it's like if you like retro Pokemon, the fans are going to be able to do a lot of fun stuff with that. I don't know. I don't really want to like... My opinion on the matter isn't really like fully representative of like the reality of it, because I can't imagine like owning Pokemon and like having people constantly want to literally take your source code. You know, like, I don't know. There's a lot of angles to take with that. For me as a fan, I'm like, girl, okay, y'all make some more Black and White stuff. I need the coders to go get that source code and start messing with it. I would love it if somebody actually was able to retroactively add animated sprites in the Black and White art style for all of the modern Pokemon. because I love the black and white animated sprites. Let's see if I can get some of these. Hi, Comet. Thank you, Comet, for at least stopping by. We're about to end soon. I just want to get an ascension on Gilonin. Ooh, I wonder if I have a key yet. I do! Let's go ahead and mark this. What was I using to mark these? I love the battle music of this game. I think it's this? What was I using to mark these? Oh, the clovers. Okay. What girly pop subcategory does Razor fall into? I don't really know. In all honesty, I can't really comment on Razor because Razor low-key is kind of fighting for some relevancy with all of these like crazy characters coming out. If I had to give him something, I wouldn't say he's girly pop. He's a little bit more like rambunctious and boyish, and girly pop's a little bit more soft and demure and like cutesy. Not goofy pop. I wouldn't say he's goofy pop. I don't know his character enough. Razor's stank pop. Y'all be nice to Razor. Okay, we got some. I wonder if we have enough to get another pull today. Let's see. If I do Chiori's trial, I can. Why is everything getting leaked? Well, that's the thing is like people, I mean, think of it this way. Imagine being like part of the people who work on security for Game Freak, you know? And like you wake up one morning and like hackers are just like assaulting your network. And I feel like that it's like that with a lot of things. Like, I mean, Ariana Grande, y'all remember when Ariana Grande had like all of her stuff leaked and like things that she didn't want to have out got leaked? It's because like there's people out there who like literally spend all their time just like going after certain servers just because it's fun for them. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, there's a certain conversation to be had about the ethics of hacking and like how hacking can help to actually improve cybersecurity because it exposes weaknesses or bad habits, right? But it is a little bit, I would be stressed. That's what I'm saying is like I would be stressed. I'd be always stressed. There is something that I saw for, I think it was Dead by Daylight, because y'all know I've been getting into Dead by Daylight. How there's like these Russian hackers who Dead by Daylight servers, because when you queue into Dead by Daylight, you basically queue into a separate server to host the game. Those servers, they actually get the information from it. And like they have every single server on like a, they've shown it, like they have every single server like listed. And what they do is they basically search people with either TTV in their name, or they search people who have like high numbers in like a certain database on Twitch, and they just for fun will just go hijack their game, and there's just no reason behind it. They just go do it. My Animal Jam got hacked. I'm sorry. He got a cease and desist from her label static. The thing is like hacking is, it exists. Like I'm never going to be like, oh, protect Pokemon at all costs. They are a multi-billion-dollar company, girl. They can protect themselves. Did I get? Oh, I was trying to get a pool. I was like, what am I doing? I got so distracted. I wonder if I can get more from here. I can. Next anti-razor will see me turn into an MLO agent. Oops. No. I pressed the wrong button. I do have achievements, yeah. I have enough. I'm just like streamer brain trying to do stuff. Honestly, every time I look at chat, it's like my brain forgets what I just did. Why am I facing a hacker in Splatoon match? People just like the chaos. Hi, Sam. It comes with the territory. Let's go ahead and get these achievements too. I wanna do a pull, and then I wanna ascend Gilonin. Well, I have more pulls than that. Oh my god. Fawn, get it together, get it together!
Whenever you need.
Okay, warm-up pulls. Yeah, I did get her, But I want Shiori now. Oh, it's okay. Okay, so let's continue our little Gilonin journey. I haven't even started, girl.
Someone need. Time to shine. Here goes.
Charge! Press the advantage!
Leave it up to me. Time to clean up.
There's a certain sense of satisfaction in Genshin Impact that I think people who don't play this game won't understand until they do. That like when you invest in a character and you finally see them like really just like showing out, it's just so fun. Like I don't care if Noelle is like the strongest character. I just really like that my Noelle is C6 now. You know? I'm so happy with that.
Right here.
Come on! Show me your courage!
Strike a pose. Right here.
I still don't fully know the inputs to get her to get off of that buggy. It's still a little bit confusing. Sometimes she just runs around with it. I'm like, girl, get off.
Forget it!
I'll catch up.
There's still something here.
Let's
That's new with Beto.
Let the world come alive. Japan, drilling.
Charge! Rally!
Leave it up to me. Time to clean up.
These drop pretty well. This isn't a bad drop. I mean, she needs multiple things, but this isn't bad. How many more? 3 more. The #1 Mika title I always claim to have is real. I am #1 in it. For real? That's cool. Well, I'm honored. I'm honored to have you as a regular. That's so cool. You watched and fostered my Noelle growth, and it all makes sense now. I'm surrounded by the greats. I'm surrounded by the greats. It's all coming together. Your Navi did 250k with her E the other day. I'm telling you, I am in good company. I'm in company with people who are here to extract the slay from characters. NA, North America, I think, is what they mean. Like the server.
Advance! Charge!
Steady as stone.
Forget it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the 3 I needed. Okay, so let's go and make the things. My boyfriend's eating kimchi. I can smell it. It's making me hungry. It's making me so hungry. No, don't tell me that I... No. This isn't right. This isn't right. This isn't right. No. Okay. There's 2 different kinds of people. People who smell kimchi and they get hungry, and people who smell kimchi and they get sick. I am the latter.
Real gold.
There we
Must still be
go. She's getting there. She's getting there. She's dancing. She's like, I can't wait to slay, honey. I can't wait to slay. Okay, so... yeah, we're not going to do that today. But we're very close. She gets some food. Okay, Josu, take care. Yeah, we're about to end too. I'm not even going to worry about all that stuff. Let's see if we can get any... Nope. Okay. Alright. Let's claim our rewards, and then I'm going to log off. Mulani, Navia, Ningguang. Sounds like a slay team to me. Yeah, good luck on your studies, Josu.
Thank you for
Thank you for slaying today.
Add
extra applesauce. Okay. That's all I'm worried about. Alright, y'all. Let's say bye to the YouTube and finish up for today. Bye, YouTube. I hope you all enjoyed the stream today. I can't do cold and crunchy food, so although I try kimchi, yeah, it's cold and crunchy, and it's a little bit, it's a fermented food too. So if you don't like fermented food either, girl, stay away. If you see anybody opening up a jar of kimchi, you better run. Bye, YouTube. Thank you all so much. I hope you all enjoyed today's stream. For anybody who was hoping that I would get through the story this week, I'm sorry. I didn't know it would be that long. But I personally like taking my time with it, but I feel like if you've been watching me for a while, you appreciate the pacing that we kind of establish here. Anyway, YouTube, I hope whatever you guys are doing next, I hope it goes by super well, and I'll see you next time. Bye!